Okay. And looking at the lineup so far, cybercats, they've got themselves the Doom, they've got themselves the Visage, Jakiro coming out here as well. Are you seeing this as a core Visage? Do you think this is going to be either the 1 and 2, or is it going to be in that off lane with the Doom, do you think?
People in Eastern Europe, I've seen even the panelists that we have, our beautiful panelists in BTS, they tend to always be like, why would you put Doom with the Visage? But Eastern Europe has been really prioritizing this, because when you look at the Doom, he's not really that damage dealer that kind of allows the Visage to get those fast soul assumption stacks. But the thing is that the scorched earth damage does add up, and being that it is AoE, the Visage actually does get the soul assumption stack. So people have been running this duo as Doom is the 4 and the Visage is the 3. So I'm assuming that's going to be the case, considering that it was the opening 2 picks from the side of cybercats. Showing your offlane, usually, especially if it is a meta offlane, usually doesn't reveal much about your draft. So I think they're going to stick to that.
Okay. And we see the Storm Spirit, the Snapfire coming up for NoSorry. Cybercats, they've got the Jakiro looking on this 4th pick now as well. Banning out the Vibe, the Puck. Undying gets denied there. Bane's going to be gone. Io as well as the Invoker, the Weaver, the Anti-Mage. And yeah, I can kind of guess why they banned that Anti-Mage out with the Medusa, the Storm Spirit, Enigma and the Pugna going. But we still have, off the top of my head, we've got the Pugna in there. Pugna's gone. We've got the Kotl in there. Just looking at that ban. We've got the Kotl. What else is kind of that mainstream pick, do you think? Because there's still Terrorblade. Yep, still Terrorblade. Is there anything for Cybercats you're looking at here for this 4th pick that's going to help with the lineup?
I was about to say you need a lockdown for the Storm. Ideally, you'd get something that's going to do well in the lane and be good lockdown, but that's limited, right? Usually if something does well in the lane, it's not going to be good lockdown. If something is good lockdown, it's not going to go well in the lane, which is Ember Spirit falls into that second category. And I think you go for the Ember here because there's no instant lockdown on the side of NoSorry either. So the Sleight of Fist Chains is something that the Storm hates to play against. The Void Spirit hates to play against this as well, because you do get close and personal with these heroes, and the Ember can kill you. On the side of Cybercats, we have a lot of burst damage. Maybe not burst damage, but a lot of damage. And if you're caught for 2-3 seconds, you're gonna start burning like hell. So Cybercats just needed a fast catch for the Storm to set up for the Doom, to set up for the Ice Path and all of the damage that's gonna follow. So this is an ideal pick, I'd say, in a situation where you don't have the puck.
Okay. And looking at the final pick, Cybercats, I want to say something different, something we don't see also. I want to see a Drow Ranger.
That would be cool. I would actually be okay with the Drow. You also have the last pick, other than... You have these jumper heroes that go for the Drow, but to be honest, if you have a good lane with the Drow Ranger, considering with the Jakiro, that could actually work out. The problem I have is they don't really have a tanky frontliner that is gonna occupy an area. Usually when playing a Drow, you want to occupy the part of the map, allow Drow to farm so that she can always come fast into the fights and not actually be late to them because the hero is slow. Unlike the Medusa who is tanky herself. So that's why I'm a bit hesitant of the Drow Ranger. Something like a Wraith King would come to mind as being okay, because you know, when NoSorry use their mana, when they use their first set of spells, they're kind of left with nothing in the tank. So I would be leaning towards the Wraith King more, but if Cybercats do feel comfortable going for the Drow is cool, but the hero I think is a little bit too hard to play on a team level, so I don't know how comfortable these teams feel to actually pick it up.
And NoSorry, they got themselves 20 seconds. It's going to be... Oh, an Underlord.
Ooh, cool. There it is. You wanted a cool hero, and you know Shigetsu, he plays these. He has already shown us that he is pretty good on the Slark. It's one of the better heroes to lane against the Underlord. It seems they put the Marcy on position 4. In my mind, I would rather lane the Snapfire with the Underlord against the Slark, because 2 melee heroes against the Jakiro Slark, that is not something that you want to do to yourself. That's you want to torture yourself, to be honest. So I like this one from Shigetsu. In my mind, NoSorry are coming in as the slight favorites. The cybercats are not to be underestimated, but NoSorry have been playing just a tad bit more clean. You know, both of these teams have won against the Division 1 teams that have been relegated to Division 2. They've shown really good gameplay. They have shown that they have evolved as teams through time, but NoSorry in my mind have been a little bit cleaner. On the other hand, though, cybercats, when they play this kind of hero in Shigetsu, the Slark, the Weaver, that is where they shine. And I think this is actually a really good Slark game to shine on. You get like a Diffusal Blade BKB, and none of these heroes will be able to touch you. So I'm definitely leaning cybercats here. I think this is a perfect last pick, and if Shigetsu gets off to a good start like he tends to, TPs to the mid lane, we know that he likes to do that in the early fights. It is not going to be an easy game for NoSorry.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I wanted something a little bit out of the ordinary, so that Slark will fit. And we've seen it. We've, like you say, we've already seen it win. We've already seen the impact that this Slark can have. I wasn't a big believer the first time we saw it, but yeah, no, he's got me on the train for it now as well. And so looking at these two teams, like you say, you've got the Marcy looking for the position 5. So do you think, okay, so you're saying that he's going to be, you think he is going to be Yond? He's not going to be moving to that position 5, he's going to be running in the offlane with the Underlord?
I hope he will.
Yeah.
But Yond is naturally their position 4, and Black Archangel is the position 5. So I'm hoping that the Marcy lanes with the Medusa, it kind of seems more natural, even, and as I said, 2 melee heroes against the Jakiro and the Slark are gonna suffer. And we already talked about Shigetsu and his contribution to the early game. This is how you play the Slark. This is why the hero isn't so popular, because one mistake with a death can literally cost you the game. The hero is very snowbally oriented. You always need to be strong. There isn't like a part in the game where you're gonna say, I'm gonna farm. This is not a Battle Fury type hero. This is not a farming type hero despite having the Dark Pact. It is a hero that constantly applies pressure that you are constantly afraid of. That's why that's why teams stray away from it a little bit. So in my mind, you don't want to let him have the freest lane possible, and Underlord and the Snapfire can actually do enough damage to the Slark that he's incapable of constantly poking. So that's why I would also like the Snapfire not to lane with the Medusa.
Yeah, and I suppose if anyone's going to have the impact on the Slark, it's going to be one of those master rank players here. Shigetsu obviously loves that hero. We're looking at as well H2O coming through onto the Jakiro, so he's going to be able to put on a lot of lane pressure, being able to clean up these creeps with he's obviously got the dual breath that's going to come out, the ice path that's going to be controlling, and be able to push towers as well with the liquid fire. So what do you think Jakiro's plan is going to be in this? Do you think he's going to at any point going to be looking not for the split push, but kind of that to kind of take the creequilibrium and put it in their favor, or is Jakiro just going to be one of those, I guard my cause, I stay with the team, you know, I look, and we just look for the team fights?
If they force out the Storm TP on one part of the map, the Jakiro can go and split push waves. I think that's going to be the move. If you don't know where the Storm is, you stay with the Ember Spirit, and then you kind of protect each other. If the Storm is not showing on the map, I just don't see the Jakiro being too cocky unless he just uses the Macropyre. But the idea here is when you don't have the Doom, the way that you deal with the Storm Spirit is you have the Ember, you have the Jakiro, and the Ember just starts off, there's a follow-up Ice Path, and that is how you catch him. So I'm thinking he's going to be playing with Igor quite a lot in this game, and a lot of it is going to be revolving on these players playing around each other, always running towards each other. The Jakiro, the Visage, the Ember. They need to use that mobility overall on the side of Cybercats. Even the Slark goes in that one. These are all really fast heroes, so you always want to split and connect as fast as possible so that you do not allow the Storm to actually catch you on the side lanes.
Okay, well, hopefully the pause won't be too much longer. We'll be able to get straight into it. Just looking through the lineups, I still don't know who I favor, to be honest. I mean, obviously Storm Spirit has been he's been one of the top heroes for the past 4 or 5 months. He's just, but the Ember Spirit's right up there with him as well. But obviously with the change to the No Talismans coming out now, what do you think the Storm Spirit build is? Do you instead of just packing your backpack with 6 No Tallies, do you want to be going for a quick Orchid, or is it a Bloodstone that you want to be going for now on the Storm Spirit with the obviously regen being effective? You know, what is it that you want on the Storm Spirit coming into this match?
There is 2 things that I've seen. One is Witchblade, one is Orchid. I think I've seen Witchblade more often than the Orchid. Just because Orchid is a timing-based item, there is a chance that you get it out and it just doesn't work out, and that's going to be problematic. In this game, I would love a fast Orchid on the Storm, but I mean, you know, if there's a BKB on the Ember, already at that point, it's going to be quite... I don't want to say useless. You can still kill the Slark, but just not as impactful as it should be. So I'm thinking Witchblade is the safest one to think about. Storm Spirits now, they usually go for the Soul Ring as well, kind of getting some TI5, TI6 vibes there with the Soul Ring, where Storm Spirit would always get it. So that's I think Null Talisman, a Soul Ring, Treads, and then if the game is going super well, we're gonna see an Orchid, but most likely Witchblade will come out.
Yeah, and I suppose coming up against the Slark as well, the Slark's going to have the Dark Pack for the Purge if you can get the timing off, so that Orchid might not be as effective in the ganks that Manic wants. So yeah, Witch's Blade, I'm completely all over that. I do agree. We're going to see a 5-man smoke on both sides, so it looks like they're going to try and get out maybe just some ward in here for the Ember Spirit Ego. Does he want to try and drop this? But it will mean that there is going to be a little bit of a separation between him and the rest of the team. Meanwhile, it's a full 5-man rotation coming out from NoSorry. Are they going to be able to find him in the high ground? Ward is going to go down, but Igor is still smoked. Did he go? Are they going to
Panic will stay alone.
Yeah, smoke's going to wear off now as well. Yons, he's going to see him. Igor, can he get himself away from this? He's not scaling anything up, but there is going to be the rebound coming through from Yons. There is a sleight of fist, okay, but the remnant being dropped from Manic, and Manic should be able to get his team this kill. He will pick up the first blood. And
here comes Dream.
Oh, Dream, that is the wrong place, wrong time, my friend. He goes down. Fogus picks up the kill. A 1-for-1. And it looks like he's still separated from the rest of his team, Archangel, 24 seconds till that TP. So he's just got to hide himself away here. Oh, Fogus is going to see him. Archangel, can he do anything about this? 16 seconds to the TP. Just has to run. It is only going to be Fogus because it looks like there's going to be a rune snatch on both sides. But Archangel going to be taking some harass. Yeah, 2 for 2 on the runes. Phasor. Does he wait out? I mean, this ward on the cliff will see the Snapfire, but it looks like Phasor just wants to get himself into lane.
That was really good for the side of NoSorry. We already talked about the Storm being the dominant one in the mid lane between him and the Ember, and you know, with the First Blood, it's gonna be even more prominent. And also, who is the playmaker for the side of NoSorry? Well, it's definitely the Storm. When I say playmaker, the one that kills the enemies. Him and the he is gonna be playing with the supports, maybe running towards the Underlord a few times in this game. But I wouldn't want to be in the skin of a Jakiro, even the Visage in a game where the Storm Spirit is having a really good time. So that is a beautiful start for NoSorry. I think they couldn't have hoped for better. Sure, their Medusa dies, but in the grand scheme of things, that shouldn't really matter all that much.
Yeah, and with the First Blood coming out so early, Storm Spirit's just got straight on that bottle. So that's going to be some extra little boost of regen coming out really early here for Manic up against Igor. Just looking at the top lane, because I saw Yond, he was just going to try and block that side camp. And this is something I've noticed that's just come out more and more and more. This kind of duel, I guess you call it, between the position 4 and the position 5 in the... It's always been there, but this just kind of... You're never getting these neutral creeps. These neutral creeps are never going to spawn. I'm going to block these camps over and over and over again. And both heroes here just playing around with this. And you know, how do you try and deal with this from both sides? You know, what is the plan to deal with this when you're just being denied these creeps?
Well, I think the camps being blocked, it definitely favors cybercats, because the ones that are going to be pushing in the lane are going to be NoSorry. The way that NoSorry wants to play this lane is not fight, no anything, just constantly shove in the wave, and then if cybercats get a little bit ahead of themselves with the extra creep damage, you get a kill. But ideally, they would like to push pull as much as possible. Obviously, H-Duo. This is why I wanted the Snapfire top, and Marcy should be fine. Rebound is still up.
Yeah, he's taking some some damage. You know, the pounce came out from Shigetsu as well. But they're going to change targets onto last hero, just going right into him now as well. A lot of damage coming through. The liquid fire, or they might be able to go. There's going to be the displace coming out from Yon, but the rebound as well, just try and get himself away from danger. The leap comes out, it's going to be lights onto the Underlord. Do they have the damage to take him down? They absolutely do. They might even get 2 out of this. Yon, can he get himself away? Shigetsu will pick up the kill, and that is going to be, should be 2 permanent stacks there, 3 overall for the Slark.
This is what happens when you lane 2 melee heroes against the Slark and the Jakiro. I mean, he got a few too many hits on the Marcy with the buff now to the essence shift duration during the laning stage. It's actually quite hard for people to lane against that. He's definitely gonna get the second point in essence shift, and you know, you get a few hits and then the Underlord can't lane. Just the problem is that okay, that is something I didn't expect, but we should have expected it, I feel like.
Yeah, Yon straight rotation into the mid lane, got the kill onto the Ember Spirit, so 2 and 3. So you can call this game a few things, but light on kills so far is not one of them. Exciting would be another one. But yeah, Yon, so he's going to go for the rotation again, coming through into his lane. Does he want to try and go? I mean, he's got to try and find something against Shigetsu. H2O now. H2O, he's got himself the 2 points into the dual breath now as well. Shigetsu, the pounce comes out. Is he just going to try and get himself away from this? Taking some harass. H2O's not low. Well, now he is low as he gets displaced right back into the path of last hero. A couple more right clicks though. Yon Shigetsu wants to go. Yeah, he's got the pounce in 8 seconds. Is H2O going to be able to get himself away from this? Shigetsu could have taken a lot of damage. The liquid fire comes out. Yon will be able to get it with a rebound. The kill onto H2O, and Shigetsu needs to run himself back. He's going to be able to pounce himself back to tower range, but that's all of his regen gone. Going to be looking at maybe a couple of tangos here from the Jakiro, but he's a far cry off level 6. It's going to take him a while to get that regen back up.
Yep, definitely. Is he bringing anything of his own? No, he's just bringing the gloves of haste. So he's gonna be getting a salve. He's gonna be getting a tango. Sure, salves aren't as strong as they used to be, but still, they are gonna get him some HP. And this is what we've been talking about. The essence shift stacks are still there. Still, NoSorry doing a good job actually, not fighting during that time. So now everything is reset, and we're on equal footing yet again.
I want to talk about other lanes, but I don't want to look away from this one with all the action we're having up here so
Look
far.
at the bottom.
Oh, let's take a look. They're going to be going on to Dream. Dream could get himself away from this one. Phasor, he's not gone for that Infernal Blade just yet, so just relying on the chase down damage. Dream is going to be able to get himself away from this one. Focus will pick up the kill, and now Archangel's in danger as well. He's out of mana, as we look away, H2O gets the kill onto Yond. And
yeah, so you being afraid to look away from the top lane, definitely justified with that, you know, but still, cybercats continuing to do well in terms of kills in the laning stage. Yeah. I think the biggest difference, of course, is always going to come out from that mid lane. The Storm is 1,000 gold ahead of the Ember, and again, the Marcy is coming in. If the Ember dies now, it's going to be so bad.
Oh, he's going to be able to get the displace. Only level 5 onto the Ember Spirit. He gets that slight fist off. There's going to be the TP from the Doom, but the Vortex comes
coming.
Out. With the Remnant, is the damage going to be there, though? Yon could be in trouble trying to run himself away from this one. Only level 3. He doesn't have a point, or he doesn't have a rebound up just yet. It is on cooldown now as well. Phasor trying to do the damage. He's going to actually throw himself right back into this. The right clicks though. Storm Spirit dives himself in. Yond will be taking down the tower. Will it do the job? Phasor is going to be able to get the self off. He's going to be just barely alive, but alive nonetheless. This last hero taking a lot of damage here from the combination of H2O and Shigetsu.
That was so close to disaster for both teams. That is just too close for comfort, I'd say, for both of them. The Storm Spirit not dying is the biggest thing, I think, for NoSorry. Again, the Space Creator is alive, and the Space Creator will start creating space now on the bottom.
Wants to make the dive. He's going to be going to focus here with the ball line, and do have the damage with the Vortex. There's Mystic Snakes about as well. The Cookie comes out. There is going to be the Ice Path focus. He might still go down. One more right click. Dream will get it from downtown with that right click, but it still, it forces out a TP from H2O as well, which means Shigetsu, he's going to be on his own for a little bit, but the Underlord's already gone down. So, you know, Shigetsu's just like, fine. I'm alright with this. I get full lane XP. I get last hits for free here as well. And he's level 6. So he's going to have the Shadow Dance, you know, if the aggression comes out from the Underlord, he's still going to be able to get himself away. The Dark Pact Purge there as well as the Shadow Dance. And Underlord, even though he's got the 3 points into the Firestorm, it's not that massive burst that you want up against the Slack.
I think this move now from NoSorry with Manic going towards the bottom lane, he understands the Ember is gonna get his level, so he's gonna become a hard guy to kill, a very, very hard guy to kill. So what you need to do with the Storm is actually have more targets, more heroes that are afraid of you, because if only like 1 or 2 heroes are afraid of you, they don't show, and suddenly you can't do anything on the map. This hero does rely on kills, even though he's a pretty fast farmer. So your mid lane went well. The Ember is going to be catching up right now. So what you need to do is make some of the other heroes weaker so that they're a viable target for you. So that's exactly why he went for the bottom lane, because top lane Slark is just too big of a bite for now.
Well, let's see what Manic wants to go for. It looks like it is going to be... well, he's got the Orchid queued up there. So we'll see if he wants to go for that right off the bat. And he did get a good start, like you say, he got a decent start, so he might be able to get straight into this if he wants to. But Igor, what's he going to be? It's just going to be the phase boots here for the Ember Spirit for now.
The Slark is going for an Echo Saber. I think this is the build now that people go for. Echo Saber, then disassemble it into a Mage Slayer, and they BKB. That is what people tend to do. So I'm thinking Slark might actually go that route. Bottom lane, there's gonna be multiple heroes. They won't DK focus again.
Well, the rebound comes in, the displace right into the path of Black Archangel there as well. But the Infernal Blade is picked up, going to be slowed down by the Scatter Blast. It looks like focus will go down. Phasor, body blocks coming through from Black Archangel, and Mystic Snake's going to bounce, so that's going to be another slow. Whereas that displace 3 seconds away from it, but they might still have it with the right clicks. He's going to be using his stick charges, but the leap in once again. Yond will get the kill, gets a little bit of revenge for all the kills going on him so far. And Dream might even be able to put pressure onto this tier 1 tower as well in this bottom lane.
No, already losing half of that tower is actually a big thing. Ever since they brought that tower a little bit closer, the tower has been falling a bit earlier. Igor, now I think he's gonna start understanding that his side lanes do need him, especially the bottom lane. So he does start the rotation. This should be known by the side of cybercats, but the Storm isn't ready to fight. So this is a perfect timing for Igor for sure.
Oh, the Sleight of Fist connects onto Yond there as well, so they're definitely gonna know something up. They've got the ward down. Phasor looking to get the D-ward out. Igor's going to be coming in with the Slight Fist once again. Yon can get himself up onto this. There is going to be a displace though with the cookie. Just these stuns. Amazing. And now the rotation in, but there is going to be a 3-man ice path to get the kill onto Igor. Black Archangel's going to fall on the backlines now as well. Manic trying to do what he can. The Vortex comes out onto the Doom. Can he get himself away from this? He's absolutely not going to be able to. One more right click. Dream finishes off the kill.
To be honest, I expected the Shigetsu TP right now. He usually does love doing it, usually around the mid lane, but you know, my team is on the bottom right now.
Oh, the displace once again. They're going to be able to find out the Jakiro with the ice path, but Manic says, I absolutely don't care. I'm going to drag you back towards me, and gets the kill there onto the Jakiro H2O. Not having a great time in that fight.
Storm is like, there's no bad weather, there's just bad clothes. So he was prepared for the ice path. No problem for that one. Right now, when I'm looking at cybercats, I'm thinking as soon as this Medusa leaves this lane, you need to start applying pressure everywhere on the map with the Slark as well. I really like what the Storm did there. You can see that Manic, he was low on resources and he just ran to the base. A lot of Storms would just stay to farm, and now again, they're going to be going in.
Another big dive in. Yeah, Yon does get the displace. The ice path comes out, but again, the Storm Spirit isn't going to be caught inside of it. He's going to be able to give himself away focus. The damage is going to be the rotation coming through from the Underlord now as well. Where's that Firestorm? Shigetsu's in it. He's going to be able to get the kill onto the Storm Spirit. Displace once again. The stun coming through. Yond, does he go down? He will go down. Phasor gets that kill, but he's going to go down in return. So it's going to be an absolute slaughter on this lane. H2O still alive. Going to be using the salve on himself. Last hero just gets himself right back to the top lane here.
Igor.
Dream's going to see him. He's going to be the rotation in from the Ember Spirit now as well. Dream going to get himself out. The ice path comes out. One more right click, but H2O, he's still going to be in range, and Dream gets that kill.
No,
trying to go for the TP. The Sleight of Fist Searing Chain's not there. And Dream, by the scales, the skin of his scales, gets himself out of that lane alive.
That is the definition of disaster for the side of cybercats. The Medusa doesn't die. All of the lanes are being pressured right now, so cybercats cannot make a move. And you've lost your carry with the Medusa in the end not dying. At least Phasor runs down last hero, but in the mid lane...
Yeah, well, okay, I have to ask a question here because I absolutely don't know this. I'm not even going to pretend to know the answer to this. If a Marcy rebounds off a Storm Spirit while the ball lightning's going, does that spell carry on going? Like, does the rebound carry on going until it connects to the Storm Spirit?
I think you're literally going to you're literally going to bounce off of the place where he was.
Right.
Or you're not gonna be continuing to chase him. When the hero came out, some interactions like that would happen, but I think you fixed those.
Okay.
There's no way.
Just thinking then that we have another kind of answer to the lifestealer, you know, the infest bomb there as well. That kind of working on the same mechanics, but okay, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. If it doesn't go while the ball lightning, you don't bounce off the ball lightning, so you can't chase him halfway down the map. Makes sense. I'm a little bit sad it doesn't work like that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, though I think the rebound is faster than the storm's zip, so even if it does, it's not gonna go too far. Last hero bot.
Bottom lane is going to be caught out. The ice path comes out. Even the macro power going to be dropped. This is going to be the rotation from Manic. Manic is going to be able to get on focus. Last hero was surviving for a little bit. Manic will get the revenge kill here now as well. Is he going to be able to get anything more out of this? The ultimate kisses are going to be coming through, but Fezor looks like he got the TP away to safety. Fogus going to be even losing these familiars as they come out. Manic looking for the chase. Yeah, going to be able to get the vision here with that remnant. Can they take them down though? Fogus, he's controlling these. He's splitting them up, but he looks like they both are still going to go down. And they defend the tier 1 tower as well, while Dream gets that tier 1 tower on the top lane.
This is looking pretty bad for the side of cybercats. They're not getting anything they want. They're not getting the towers. They're not getting parts of the map. And now look at the Underlord. What he wants to do, he just heals everyone up, and again on the bottom lane you're ready to fight. Because cybercats now, they only have one play. They run towards NoSorry. Any other part of the map that you would try to fight on would be problematic. Still, I would approach this a different way. Try to force a TP on the top. Try to force a TP on the mid lane, and then smoke to the bottom lane. Not just constantly run in here, because you can see that NoSorry, they are ready.
Yeah, they got the Fiend's Gate coming out from the Unlord. They're even going to be able to make a dive onto the Ember Spirit here now as well, with the rebound, with the cookie to get the lockdown. The Vortex there as well, and they might even be able to go a little bit further. But yeah, no, what? He gets himself out, he gets the TP away, he's going to be fine. Well, they give up a familiar, but that's a decent trade for all those ults that you used, the massive setup that was used, the space that you buy for the Slark as well.
Shigetsu needs to find a impact in this early game really fast. He had a good time in lane. He's the one that had the best time. His Ember Spirit just doesn't do that much damage, and there it is. Him and the Fezor want to be making something happen, because it is just not easy to do anything if you're not approaching the other part of the map. So Slark, given that he is slippery, you go on the top lane. You're still trying to force NoSorry to this top part of the map. You don't want to allow them to farm the entirety.
Yeah, the Doom comes out to last hero now as well. He shouldn't be able to get himself away from this. He is a big tanky boy, but he's taken down. The Dark Pack comes out. Oh, there's good at the Stone Gates coming out though. Fezor, he's facing away. He's going to be able to get that TP away there as well. Dream couldn't catch anyone out there. Shigetsu with the runaway as well. So both heroes going to be fine. He's not too far off that. The Diffusal Blade coming out from Shigetsu there as well. Only about 600, 700 gold, yeah, from completing that. So a couple more creep waves and a couple of camps. He's going to have that up. Is that when you think that Shigetsu then starts to get aggressive?
I think Shigetsu probably for now has a rule on which part of the map it's going to be fighting on, and that's the top part of the map. If he gets the Diffusal Blade, going on boss still going to be hard, but before that we're going to see H-Duo out here to the storm.
He gets the denied D-ward off, but it is Manic. Oh no, the Sandstorm comes in from Fezor, but they don't have the Doom. Did they still have the damage to take him down? They're going to be able to get the kill onto Manic now as well. Revenge kill comes out. Multiple kisses onto 3, the chase down now as well. Yon's not super healthy. He's going to go down to DK Fogus. It's going to be some good kills coming out for the Jakiro. Fezor, did he want to carry on chasing? He has that Blink Arrow. He's going to see Black Archangel, but the follow-up from Igor wasn't there, and he didn't want to really risk it because he wasn't the healthiest hero in the world here, Fezor. So yeah, I can kind of see why he didn't want to dive onto that. South comes out though, and he's got the heart of the ocean heart, so he's going to be fine in terms of regen.
And the Slark finishes off his Diffusal. As we mentioned, it might not matter that much which items he has, but which areas of the map that cybercats want to play. Now that they've actually shown that they can win fights, I think Slark is going to feel a little bit more comfortable going towards the bottom lane. Not only because of his Diffusal, but with because of the strength of his teammates. Just continue pressuring top. You see hero there, then you can rotate. The mobility of cybercats is actually quite high. Yeah,
and Dream, we can see, like you say, he's going to be going towards that Skadi, so it looks like it's the Manta style flying out already, so he's going to have some split push potential there as well. Meanwhile in the mid lane, I think they're able to go. He gets that D-ward off. And yeah, so there is going to be... Oh no, the dive-in's going to be getting Vortex back. Do they have the control to lock him down? Dark Pact, he's already used it, but he's going to be able to go straight into the Shadow Dance here, get himself away, going into that BKB as well, because he knows... Well, I mean, he's seen it so far. The rest of his team, there's been so much lockdown on the side of NoSorry. He needs that BKB.
So both of these lineups are very mobile. On one side you have the Storm, you have the Fiend's Gate. These supports, they like to move quite a lot. The Medusa is the only static hero. On the other hand, you have the Visage as well. But the problem is that the Slark is harder to kill than any other hero on the map. So now they're trying to use this downtime of the ulti, but with the Arcane Rune, he's actually going to have it quite soon. They need to get him now.
Oh, the dive in, the Vortex was that follow-up. There's going to be last hero trying to get himself in. He was actually thrown in by his teammate there. Yeah, looks like it was the Master that did it. Ice Path comes down. They're actually going to be able to get the kill onto Manic. Manic not able to get himself away from this one. Yon, he's just going to try and play Sacrificial Lamb here. Yon still trying to run himself away. Phasor on that chase. Yon, could he get himself? There's going to be the gap here for last hero, so he does get the rebound off, and he's still got the TP. Oh, I like that as well. The keen optic for that extra cast range as well. Even if it's just plus 75, you know, he's going towards that Aether Lens, so it is a decent boost, and Marcy will be able to get out, but there is going to be the hunting party here. Shigetsu, is he going to be able to cut him off, or does he find out the Snapfire here? Black Archangel, going to be the TP here from the Underlord now as well. There's going to be 5 heroes here from the side of cybercats wanting to go on this. The backstab coming through Shigetsu, though. The Diffusal Blade comes out, last hero going to be slowed down. There's going to be the Pit of Mars coming through, but the Blinket, Phasor with the Centaur Stomp, the Cookie comes out. The damage is going to be up because Manic's straight back into this, and now the Vacuum is getting Shigetsu, who's going to be able to use that Shadow Dance in multiple cases, though. Carry on going, the Remnant damage is going to be up. Shigetsu, can he get himself away from this?
He'll be fine. Ooh, boy. Again, Shigetsu getting out barely. You know, just a few more seconds and he could have been in so much trouble. The Underlord there survived because the Slark pounced onto the Storm who was zipping. That is what happened. That is why the Underlord got out alive. But there you see,
they might be able to get Black Archangel here now as well. Focus rotates in Igor, but they don't want to go too far. There is going to be the Sleight of Fist coming out. Archangel though, he's going to be fine.
You can see, as I mentioned, cybercats, they have this lineup that is harder to kill, and NoSorry, they have a very tanky Medusa, so that's why Dream was constantly trying to show up on these tower defenses early on. He did so in the bottom lane, and he tried to do so in the mid lane. But again, you can see during nighttime with the extra Slark night vision, that is what cybercats are using, and that's why they are for the past 5 minutes actually coming out as the victors in bottom lane. Black Archangel, he just didn't have any chance of surviving that one.
Yeah, he pushed his luck a little bit too far. You can see Igor as well there. He held the Searing Chains for the TP out because that was the only way Archangel was going to be able to get away from that one. The double damage rune on Igor as well. The easy kill there, and Archangel looking for a little bit of farm, but it looks like we'll see a fight breaking out. There's going to be the Pit of Mars coming through. He's going to be able to trap 2 heroes. He gets through though with the Dark Pact. Going to be able to take down last hero. Last hero will go down. Fogus gets that kill. Any follow-up on this? Because it looks like they might want to try and rotate and chase, and that BKB, I mean, like you say, you split out the Echo Saber there as well, so it's only about 600 gold from finishing that off.
Right now, what cybercats are doing is that they're just playing aggressively and they're forcing out NoSorry from every single part of the map they want to control. So NoSorry, they need the Scotty and the Medusa, and that's it. After that one, you're not going to have any more time. You need to start moving forward. The problem is your supports cannot protect the vision, and you do not have great split push in terms that the catch of cybercats is actually quite solid, and they move around the map fast. So right now, I think NoSorry, they need to group up. They need to sacrifice a little bit of a net worth lead towards cybercats, and once they do get the Scotty, that is when you put the Medusa up front and start claiming areas of the map, because without that you're not going to be able to do anything, and all of your wards are going to be taken away by the Slark.
Yeah, and you can see, I mean, the rotation's coming through. Like I say, he actually bought out for another Ogre Axe, so he didn't split the Echo Saber. It looks like he wants to keep that, maybe just for the extra the burn damage with the mana coming through from that Diffusal Blade. But so looking at this now, like I say, cybercats, they're looking to push down the bottom lane, maybe put pressure onto this tier 2 tower, but the Skadi isn't too far away. In fact, he's only one piece away from it, about what, 900 gold, 800 gold from completing. So once that comes out, you know, like I say, the aggression from NoSorry is going to step up. What do cybercats have to, you know, are they going to be trying to use Focus to push down these tier 2s and then get into the fights, or because he's got the Wraith Pact as well. With this Wraith Pact, does he just want to be sat in these fights all the time with the rest of his team?
I think cybercats have got themselves up to a point where they are actually able to fight NoSorry. In a sense, even when NoSorry hit their timings. So the question is, will they want to do it? I don't think they necessarily have to. I think they have the tools to make the fight go their way, or start in a place that they wanted to start by pushing out the waves. You can see that always NoSorry are in a more defensive position if the Medusa herself isn't pushing forward. Now that is that time where you're sacrificing map control. You don't want to be caught out of position, because NoSorry are still capable of winning a fight, even if they're in a position that they're fine with. You just don't want to be too split, and then the Slark just picks off one of your supports. If the fight starts that way, NoSorry, they'll just need to run.
Yeah. Okay. And like you say, you can see them all grouped together here as well. They're going to be smoked up, maybe using Dream as a little bit of bait. Dream is going to have that Skadi up, going towards the Butterfly afterwards. It looks like Shigetsu wants a Skadi of his own. I'm surprised that he's not going for the Shard earlier, a little bit earlier, you know, to get the Depth Shroud out for the defense on the rest of his team.
You know, against the Snapfire, it just might not be so good. You're playing against the Snapfire, you're playing against the Underlord. I think the Depth Shroud here in this game would be for him.
Yeah.
And NoSorry, I think they're doing everything they need to be doing right now. They're walking into the Roche pit. They understand we need to be together by going for objectives and not showing a lot of your heroes on the map. It's hard for cybercats to actually split around the map, but considering the state of the lanes and with no one showing, I think this should be somewhat obvious. The problem is cybercats, they have no smoke, no scan, and this Roche should be a free one for NoSorry, and at a perfect timing as well, exactly where their Medusa needs to be standing in front.
Yeah, I like that as well. The Yond was putting the extra damage, the lifesteal, onto the Underlord as well. So, okay, Dream isn't going to get that extra damage, but the lifesteal coming out means that the Underlord can just stand and tank that in the Roche pit. So, just nice skill choices. And he got himself the Unleash off as well. So he was doing the damage. And I like this as well. Marcy, we've seen Yond use the Unleash for farming up creeps and pushing the creep waves, and you know, he's not just saving it for the team fights because it's on such a low cooldown, you know, 80 seconds, 60 seconds at level 3 as well, which he's still 5 levels away, but he's not shy about using this. So they might be able to get a go. They're going to be able to get the down into Phaser now as well. Was that follow-up? There's going to be the rebound as well. So displaced onto the top of the cliff, and now the Rotovator's into that Pit of Master, just as the Mortimer case is flying out. Doom had absolutely no chance there. Can they go though? There's going to be the cookie out. Yon can get himself away from this. He's actually going to turn himself back around, but the BKB comes out. Searing Chains come through. Yeah, they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Snapfire now as well. The backline, Shigetsu's going to try and do what he can with this. The Shadow Dance up. Dream's going to be taking a lot of damage. Does have that Aegis up. It will be popped, it looks like. And now, folks, it looks like cybercats do want to try and retreat as the buyback comes from Yon. They're going to try and he does get the displace now as well onto Focus. Focus not going to be able to get himself away from this one. The chase onto H2O. H2O, do they have anything to stop that TP? They don't. But they still lose, what was that, a 2 for, yeah, an Aegis and a buyback on the Marcy as well. So cybercats, they lost a couple of heroes, but that's still a really good fight, I think, from them.
It definitely is. When a fight is chaotic, NoSorry are not happy with it. They want the Medusa in front with no one else showing, and now they're gonna go for them when there's no Aegis.
Oh, yeah, they've got the lockdown onto the Medusa. Can they do the damage now as well? The backline, so they might be able to take down Igor. Does he have the life to get himself away from this one? He is going to be able to retreat. H2O will go down this time. Dream, though, the right click coming through, and she gets to pick up this kill. It's going to be a double kill here coming through. Igor's on a killing spree if Yon can't get himself away from this. Either way, Shigetsu gets the double kill, killing spree. And yeah, just splitting those 3 kills between the 2 heroes, the 2 cores, the mid laner and the safe laner here. Just excellent target priority for the 2 heroes.
That last fight was pretty much a showing to Shigetsu that he can stand against the Medusa, especially if he has his ulti. Now buying the shard, he was like, okay, I can definitely deal with this guy. I don't need the Skadi. Let me just get something that I can fight even longer. And then they just go onto the Medusa. With the Slark being able to go into the Medusa, you have no play on the side of NoSorry. That's why this Butterfly is so important. I was kind of thinking maybe you need a damage item. Maybe the Slark can't fight you, but he actually can. So Shigetsu now, when he's aware of that, I don't think that NoSorry currently have a play. play. I think what you need to do on NoSorry right now is be really creative with the Fiend's Gates, with the movements around the map. They don't have any big catch items. I wouldn't want to be in their skin right now, to be honest. Cybercats are gonna have to make a massive mistake for NoSorry to be feeling good. Of course, once you get the butterfly, the Slark won't be able to bring you down, but it's still gonna be strong enough to just move past you and kill the supports. So I wouldn't want to be in NoSorry's position right now, especially until the butterfly comes out. I think this is the time for cybercats to really push the issue, because I don't see them losing a fight.
Yeah, no, and that's it. If you can't want to fight with an Aegis, you know, where you're really going to get these opportunities from is Shigetsu just moving himself around the map. Like I say, he's still going towards that Skadi, but he did go back for the shard. So, oh, the scan comes out. They know roughly where some of NoSorry are, but it's not going to be engaged just yet, as it looks like he does want to move himself down towards this 2 with the catapult as well. This is prime time. Focus can come in with his familiars, you know, put the pressure onto the tier 2. Last hero shows. In fact, they might go for the wraparound on him, so last hero is just going to be right back towards that tier 3. No risks from the Underlord.
The reason why this move from cybercats didn't work out is because it was a little bit too slow. Sure, in the end, they're gonna take the tower, but when you're going for this tower, you know, Roche is down, and you want to make a fight happen so hard. You don't want to walk into the enemy triangle. It can still be quite dangerous, especially against the Pit of Malice. Lark might be able to go through with the Dark Pact, but the rest of the pact are gonna be stranded. So you go for the tower, you try to force out the fight there. NoSorry, obviously they don't take it until they get a butterfly, which they are 100 gold away. They will not be engaging, but again, with every tier 2 falling, it gives more maneuverability to cybercats. So NoSorry, they are sacrificing a lot of their map control for a potential to be able to fight.
Oh, Yon might be caught out here as well. He's going to try and use the displace to get himself away. He's even popped the Unleash, but with the pound he gets to the Ice Path's going to be off the mark. They do have the Searing Chains, so Yon locked down and killed off. The 4-man rotation coming through. And I suppose this fits into cybercats' plans, because, I mean, there's still the tier 1 tower on the top lane. There's still a tier 2 tower that you want to be taking here as cybercats. So even if it's just a kill on the Marcy, this still sets you up for a good push potential on this lane.
The only thing that is left for NoSorry is the triangle control and a little bit of the bottom lane when the enemies are on top. You know that you can't go too far even if you see some enemies on the map, because they're pretty fast on the side of cybercats. So cybercats are aware of this. They're aware that they're stronger, and they're gonna be going towards the top lane. I think where NoSorry make their stand is at the tier 2, but again, cybercats don't have to fight. I think if cybercats do everything well, NoSorry are just gonna be stranded on the map until a point where they're gonna be forced to just smoke out to fight the Roche.
Yeah, and looking at this as well, you've got the Storm Spirit that had to go back for the BKB. You know, he didn't get the Witchblade, he didn't get the Orchid, you know, the time, and he's looking towards a Lincoln Sphere and an Ags. How much does this hurt? No, sorry, the Storm Spirits had to play and build so defensively.
Right now it's destroying them. I mean, if he would go for an Orchid and not get kills, it would be even worse. Yeah. I think if I was the Storm, I'd rather go for the Aghanim Scepter right now. You need the AoE jumps, and you yourself can't really do the massive damage. So jump in, pull in with the Vortex, get out, then go again in 10 seconds. I think that's the play that NoSorry should be gunning for, and playing around the Pit of Malice and the Medusa damage.
Archangel got caught out. He thought he was clear on the TP, but H2O with the quick TP in got that Ice Path off, and Archangel just couldn't get himself away from the Ember Spirit. Igor picks himself up another kill of the game. 4, 3, and 8 so far here for this Ember Spirit. He's got himself the Ags, he's got himself the BKB, down to 7 seconds on this now, as well as the Maelstrom. So Ember Spirit is just putting out so much damage.
Yep, he definitely is. This is a very strong Ember Spirit, considering the state of the game when the laning phase was going on. But that is kind of the story between the two brothers, the Storm and the Ember one. You know, the Ember later on is just too big of a threat unless the Storm is snowballing. Storm is a snowballing type hero. If you don't have heroes that are gonna die to you when you zip in, your strength is halved. Whereas the Ember Spirit, even if he cannot commit to a target, the damage is immense inside of a team fight. So that is usually how this matchup does go. But I thought Storm, with the start that he had, he would be able to do more. Still, Manic, you know, he didn't feel confident enough going for an Orchid, and in the end it ended up this way. Only a 2k gold lead, but this game doesn't seem like it's easy for NoSorry to play. This Medusa now going for damage items, and finally it's gonna be a bit easier to actually bring down heroes before the Slark can make the fight very, very long.
Yeah, and with this, the crystals coming out onto Dream here, is there anyone specific you want to be focusing down? Do you want to be able to get the jump onto the Doom before he gets the Doom off? Or do you want to be taking down these familiars and Fogus? Is there a target that NoSorry say, this is who we have to go for at the beginning of the fights, this is the target that we need to pick off?
The idea is that you play around the Medusa and the Pit of Malice, and even if you're dying, you want the Medusa to deal as much damage as possible in an AoE manner. So I think there isn't a specific target you want to be jumping on, because all of the heroes on the side of cybercats are somewhat tanky. They have their ways of surviving. So in that regard, a fight concentrated around the Pit of Malice would be ideal.
Oh, the smoke breaks. They're going to see Shigetsu here. The rebound comes up, but he's already got that pounce away. And Slark, massive dive in from the Storm Spirit. Can he do the damage? BKB comes out from the Storm here as well. They're going to be able to try and dive a little bit further. H2O, he's going to be slowed down here. Manic, does he want to carry on going though? There's going to be the rebound in, and once again Yon, does he get the catch out? Displace comes out onto the Shakiro. He finds that kill, and they might even be able to clean up a couple of familiars here as well for some extra gold. And this is a decent timing, because Roshan 17 seconds away. If someone checks that, being a hero down for about 20 seconds, cybercats a little bit of a disadvantage here for them.
Right now you have this small timing for NoSorry when the Slark doesn't have an MKB and you have a butterfly on the Medusa. So the Roche spawns now. It's ideal. I think even if cybercats are with full 5-man lineup, that NoSorry doesn't have a they don't have a choice. They're gonna walk into Roche. So that's why you see that they're really forcing the issue right now. Cybercats, though, I think they don't need to be that aggressive. In my mind, you can even let the Roche go. Just maybe go in to force out some resources from the enemies. And once the Slark is capable of sitting on the Medusa and actually getting the kill, that is when NoSorry the lineup just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't. So I think cybercats can comfortably wait for that. It is not an issue for them whatsoever. But still, it never feels too good to let go of Roche. So here's the smoke.
Yeah, and I wonder who they give that. Is that the Underlord shot? It looks like it is. Yeah, no, it's going to be the Underlord shot. So you're going to be able to put that onto maybe Yond, as Yond gets into the front lines, or the Storm Spirit maybe. They're going to be able to find out the Deucer though, and again, this is going to be a fresh Aegis. The lockdown comes in from the Ice Path. Multiple kisses are going to be dropped. Yond gets himself into this fight though. Phasor and Igor, I think he'll be able to turn this one around. It looks like they might turn it around onto Fogus here with Dream. Dream doing the damage with the right clicks, but there's going to be another Ice Path coming through now as well. Yond with the displace onto Fogus. Do they have the lockdown? Do they have the damage to take him down? It looks like they are going to be able to get the kill onto Fogus after this Storm Form comes out, and Phasor is going to be right clicked down as well by the Medusa. So that's going to be a buyback onto the Snapfire, but an easy couple of kills there into the offlane duo of the side of cybercats. Manic used a lot of mana for this as well, but they get themselves on the kills, and it looks like the NoSorry, okay, it was the buyback from the Snapfire at the end. They lost the Mercy, but this still gives them some control with this Aegis.
Yep, Doom used onto the Lincoln Sphere. I was a little bit critical of the Storm Spirit going for that one, but that's actually quite nice. You see how they're starting to itemize to put everything on this Medusa. The Shard on the Underlord, probably gonna put it on Dream. Everything is gonna revolve around this Medusa in a fight. On one side, cybercats, they want to pull everyone apart and just pick them off. Slark goes to the one support, the Ember on the other, they kill the supports, and then they storm down onto the Medusa right now. That is before the Slark gets the MKB, of course. Once the Slark has the MKB, I'm just gonna be so afraid for NoSorry, and that is very close to being completed. Just 1,000 gold, a little bit more than that, and this Medusa is gonna be paper. Slark with a Scotty and then MKB just ripping you apart. A Dream just isn't gonna be doing any damage in these fights. This is why I'm afraid for NoSorry. They need multiple force staffs. They have one on the Snapfire. They have the Dispose. They have one on the Underlord as well. Okay, that might actually be enough. Kiting the Slark with the Medusa is the ideal scenario, and the rest of them just stay around her. That is the way to fight, and let's see if NoSorry are strong enough. With the Aegis, most definitely, but once it expires, is gonna be the real test.
And let's see what they can do here, because Dream is putting the pressure on. He actually went for that Silver Edge, so he's going to have the break available to him. Is there anyone that you want to be targeting that down? Is it just the Slark that you want to be putting on for the crit coming out of the Invis?
It's the positioning. Yeah. You just want to be in a position where the Slark cannot attack you. That is it. So that's why he went for it. Cybercats, they are gonna have the They're gonna have a smoke now. They're gonna have the MKB. And NoSorry, they understand that this is their timing. Is the time to end the game right now. They feel the pressure, but cybercats are coming over and not everyone is there.
They're going to get the backstab off. Archangel's going to be found out now as well. Manic dives himself in, but there's going to be the BKB focus. Can they get a kill onto him before he gets a chase away? There will be the Fiend's Gate coming out, though. They get the lockdown to Phaser. Phaser with his own BKB. Where's that time he's going to go for? It's going to be the dive in from Manic. Manic, can he get the kill? One more right click. It will be enough now. Shigetsu chasing down, but there will be the Storm Gaze coming through. Shigetsu just pounces himself past onto Last Hero, but Last Hero going to get displaced by the Marcy. It's a really nice position in there.
Oh man, on Storm.
In the danger, and he might still be able to go into the Slug. The Slug, he's got that Depth Shroud going. He's going to be out at the Shadow Dance now as well, but Dream, he wants to carry on going. He's got this Aegis for another minute and 40 seconds, and he may as well use it to get the aggression off, push this creep wave in, and maybe look towards a, pressure. What are they going to TP to? They're going to go back, reset, okay, get that mana up, and maybe look towards the tier 2 in the mid lane.
I liked that cybercats didn't commit for that. You could see that Shigetsu understands what his timing is in this game, and it is not now. It's like 2-3 minutes from now. The storm was close to dying, but you don't want to do it. It's about getting those stacks up, getting the enemies away from your base, and living to fight another day. And you could see there, NoSorry, the idea is kite as much as possible and run towards your Medusa so she can do the damage. This is the way that we're going to be seeing fights going on for a long time. Shigetsu.
Big dive in onto Shigetsu. Shigetsu just immediately gets off this Shadow Dance. He does have the Depth Shroud coming out in 9 seconds as well. Mercy might still go down. Mercy will go down. Shigetsu gets into the Vortex. It's going to be there. The right click damage coming through from Dream now as well. Dream just going to get into the face of Shigetsu. They might be able to get the Ice Path up and get themselves away. Mortimer Kisses going to be thrown out. Focus going to get himself away from this one now as well. Dream with a chase down. Focus still going to be taking a lot of damage once again. Manic is just going to be able to get right on top of him, but there is going to be the Stone Form coming out for Visage.
Storm is low on
doesn't
mana.
want to get right back into this. The Lincoln Sphere will be popped onto Medusa, and the Medusa still has this Aegis for 24 seconds, so maybe he just wants to get the pop off, but there is going to be the Stone Gaze coming through now as well. The backlines, Ego trying to get himself away. Shigetsu's going to be able to get himself in onto the side of Last Hero. There is going to be the 4 staff away from this one. Can he turn around at Yon? Yon will go down. 90 seconds without him now as well. Dream, that Aegis will pop, but he's going to be in the middle of 4-5 heroes.
Slark is going to crush him now.
Yeah, he's going to try and go onto this now as well. They've got the lockdown onto the Medusa with the Ice Path. The right click's coming through, but with the mute onto the Medusa, they've got the kill. He's down 99 seconds here. NoSorry without the carry. Only 2 heroes for the next 30 seconds, and all 5 up on the side of cybercats. This is perfect timing for this to get pushed down.
Storm no mana again. Look at this. Fezzor is chasing him.
Yeah, he even gets the Centaur Stomp in. He's got the dive with Infernal Blade. And do they have the damage to take Manic down? The Lincoln Sphere is going to be popped. The dive comes in now.
Both of them are dead.
He gets the Searing Chains off. He get the kill. And only Last Hero, by the skin of his teeth in the base here, healing himself up. Medusa, though, has that buyback.
Shigetsu played this game perfectly. Like, he understood his timings every single time. He understood the strength of his teams. He understood where he needs to play. There was just nothing he did wrong. And he knows we're gonna win this game if I don't die. The only way that they win this one is they kill me. I just need to play safe. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's gonna wait for some of the spells to be used and then just go for their axes. He still has so many stacks.
Yeah, he's still got himself the Death Shroud if he needs it, the Shadow Dance as well. They're going to be able to do the damage to take down the Snapfire once again. 4-star forward here, Dream's going to be in a lot of trouble. He does still have the Hurricane Pike if he needs it. Phaser trying to run himself into the trees, maybe look for the break, the blink out for the TP. And now the dive in from Manic, who they cut out. They're going to be able to get onto Ego. Did they have the damage to take him down? Ego going to be out of mana. He does still have that one run, and he's going to be able to get himself away yet. Good save. And that's going to be a melee axe going down. The ranger axe does still stand, but this is going to be the advantage here. Where's that Fiend's Gate going as well? Are they just... No, okay, it was just a quick one to the other side of the wall there, to the low ground for Last Hero.
No reason for cybercats to stop right now. They understand that they're stronger. This is now 60 seconds that NoSorry have to make something happen. They need to push in all the lanes and actually understand from which side cybercats needs to do. Again, the problem is the same. Cybercats, they don't have to fight. They just need to push you out of the area that you're controlling by split pushing the waves, and then they go in once again. Now the Slark is working towards an axe. The Aghanim Scepter will allow him to go in and out more easily, not really needing to use the Shadow Dance early on in the fight. That makes it so hard. You know, they were kiting him quite nicely with the Force Staffs, the Medusa getting the Hurricane Pike as well. So, NoSorry, they know what's up. And these kind of plays, they would usually work, but I have to say cybercats, they're doing everything the way they should. The one that is chasing the guys getting away is actually Igor, because he cannot die that easily, and the Slark is just keeping himself alive. If the Slark is alive, the fight is impossible for NoSorry.
Yeah, Slark's actually changed his mind. He's got himself the Pentarite swords coming out as well, so he's going to have that little bit of extra range on the attack, the plus 45 damage, but he wants that Moonshard. He wants the extra attack speed coming through here, and would he just straight consume that, or, you know, does he swap it out? Does he finally get rid of the Echo Saber once he picks that up?
The Echo Saber would be making much more sense, but given that he's going for a Moonshard, maybe he eats it. I wouldn't recommend it. Just it's more than a half taken away from the Moonshard attack speed. But for now, I think it's buyback for Shigetsu. The way that you lose this game is that the Slark dies without buyback, because then Dream can do whatever he wants. So I'm just gonna be looking towards that. I don't actually think the Slark needs any more items to win this game. I think he has everything he needs. He countered all of the Medusa items. He has the 2 spells to survive. They're quite low cooldown. He got his level 25, so the Slark is at a time where he doesn't need to get stronger. Ideally, of course, you do, but this is the timing that they were waiting for the entirety of the game.
Big dive in here from Manic. They're going to be able to catch a focus once again. There is going to be some ultimate kisses coming through, but it looks like the Force Staff away, and Mozzie can be caught out here as well. It looks like Black Archangel going to get himself away. There is going to be the dive with the Robbnroll, but it's not going to connect because he was stunned up here. They're going to be able to get the kill onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit down for 100 seconds. Buyback available, though. So, good save. It does cost him Yond, but a mid laner for the Marcy, you know, easy maths on that save.
The Rob Echo Saber is gone. He replaced it with the Moonshard, which is definitely a stronger item right now. 140 attack speed, and the Night Vision is gonna be insane. Because I think now cybercats, the ideal scenario for you is fight during the night. In a usually you're gonna be finding a fight in an open area, so somewhere on the lanes. This smoke for NoSorry, I really like it, because now is the time to catch someone. If you can catch the Slark now, you actually change the game a little bit. He doesn't even have buyback, 100 gold away.
Oh, but it's gonna be the Snapfire that gets caught out. The Pounce comes in, Shigetsu, quick kill there. And the buyback comes from the Ember Spirit as well. They might want to push this advantage, because if they caught Shigetsu out, like you say, he was about 100 gold away from his buyback. So with the death as well, that would have taken him about 300-400 gold away from buyback. But Shigetsu, quick kill onto the Snapfire, walking up onto the high ground without vision. And all of a sudden, this is now in cybercats' favor.
Yep. Though, with that buyback from the Ember, you've kind of given, I don't want to say win condition, but a condition to overtake the map for the side of NoSorry. Kill the Ember, and the map, you will be able to overtake it, push in the mid tier 2, because your supports will be able to hide themselves. The why it's so hard for NoSorry to play is because the Ember Spirit goes into the backlines, he deals with the supports, and then the Medusa is left stranded. If there's no Ember Spirit, you can... oh, Storm, jumping in.
He's...
Okay. Bit of a mistake.
Yeah, it was the TP out with the dive. Maybe he's trying to scout out this Roche without getting into danger, but there's going to be no Roche to scout out, because look at how quickly this is going down. A refresher as well. Do you give that over to... Okay, Slark's going to take it for now. I would have thought you would have given that to the Ember Spirit for the extra remnants.
I think... Again, you gave the Aegis to the Ember. If the Ember gets caught, we saw that in the earlier one, you're not going to get your refresher off for Slark. Oh, they caught him! They caught him!
Do they have the damage to take him down, or the ultimate kiss is coming out? And it looks like, well, H2O gets himself away, but yeah, the Slark was just way too far forward, got caught out under vision. And they find the kill, so now he's dead. He's got the buyback available, but 85 seconds without the Slark.
This is the timing NoSorry have to use to control the map. They're probably going to be pressuring the mid lane tower. You can see already that the Underlord is on the top lane. So you need as many lanes to be pushed in so that you can actually make a play like this, kill the Slark on the enemy part of the map. Obviously, it's not going to be as easy, and the Slark is probably going to be a little bit more careful right now. But you did give yourself an opening to overtake the part of the map. We're going to see that NoSorry are probably going to be very hesitant. If you go towards the high ground right now and the Ember creates chaos while the Slark buys back, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I think don't pressure too much unless it is a big fight outside of the base. On the other hand, I don't think cybercats are going to allow that to happen. Are there any big items that NoSorry could be going for? Something that can change the game? The Underlord AC is fine. I think Ghost Scepters and kiting items are the ones that you're looking for. The Storm has an Axe. That is a big one. That is something that could change things. If you see your supports being caught in the backline by the Ember, you run with everything towards them. And you're hoping that cybercats come with more heroes. Then the electric vortex could create a problem. That is an item that could change something, but ideally, NoSorry, you survive the billion remnants of the Ember. You just go for kiting items on the supports, on the cores. You try to save them with everything you have. That's why do they have a Wraith Pact? No, the Underlord, no one has a Wraith Pact on the side of NoSorry. I think that's a big mistake against so much AoE damage. The item is OP as it is, but against AoE damage, it's even better. So this is I think a bit of a tactical problem for them. Just get a Wraith Pact that's gonna allow your supports to survive, and that is the path to victory.
Yeah, and just looking as well, the Black Archangel bought up a... He looks like he's going for one now. He bought up a Blink. Yeah, he's going to go back for that Wraith Pact. Sold it immediately and went back for it. He's already got himself the Vlads. So what's that? He's about 420 off completing on to the Wraith Pact. So it's not a massive amount. He's got himself the Philosopher's Stone as well. So that gold will tick up quite quickly. But he's probably not going to have it before this fight breaks out, because it's going to be the Remnant coming through. Yon with the Force Staff over the cliff, though. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? The cookie comes out to BKB, was already there from the Embers, ready to take down the Marcy once again. And Dream, he's got that Stone Gaze if he needs it, but the back lines. Archangel, he's being hunted down. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one now as well? The Medusa, way too much damage. He's dead. 125 seconds, has that buyback.
Slark ripped him apart with the DD. It just literally ripped him apart. I think the thing is, can you really save your Medusa now? You can't save your supports, sure, but can you save the Medusa? That is the question for NoSorry. We talked about it. She's the damage dealer. There's no doubt about it. The Firestorm is going to be good enough now late in the game, but it's still not as much as a Medusa can do. But you need to save her. That's 35,000 net worth that just gets melted immediately. NoSorry, this feels bad. They want to wait for the Marcy buyback on the Medusa, and that's probably going to be the last fight of the game.
Oh no, the vacuum comes in just to try and do a little bit of delay. The tower shots coming through from the fortification as well. Cleans up the familiars as well as that creep wave, and the Firestorm continues to go. 70 seconds. Do they want to carry on going? Again, another Vortex comes out. Storm Spirit. There is going to be the Remnant dive in from the Ember Spirit. Does he want to go into this? He's going to go right far into this now as well. He does have that Aegis for the next 50 seconds. Slight Fist coming through. The damage will be there. It looks like cybercats are going to be able to take this tier 3 tower, the Rod of Athos, onto Slug. But Slug is going to be able to use the Dark Pact. There's going to be the rotation in. Medusa, he gets caught out once again. Medusa, the mana, he's just going to be burnt out and killed off. Last hero tries to run himself away. But yeah, that was the buyback from the Medusa. The gem is on the deck. Phasor even get himself in. There is going to be Unleashed from Marcy, but not going to be enough to save anyone's life here now as well. Manic just with a little bit of a show off on the Vortex, but that's going to be GG. And even Yawns before this Ancient goes down. Just another kill for the side of cybercats. 42 to 28 and an 18k net worth lead here at 48 minutes for the side of cybercats.
That was a cool move from cybercats. 10 seconds before the Marcy is back up, they are assuming that the Medusa does have a buyback, so they know what NoSorry want to do. They want to wait for the Marcy, and then once the Marcy jumps in, use the Dispose on someone, there's the buyback from the Medusa. Ideal scenario for you if you're NoSorry. But cybercats, they say, no, we're gonna force you to use that buyback in a situation where you actually don't feel comfortable doing it, and they thought, we get the buyback, we move out. The thing is, Dream is like, if I stay in my base right now, this game is over. They have a clear win condition. If I get out of the base, I die, get doomed. I need to do something right now. And he TPs in. Well, we saw, the rest is history. We saw how that ended up for him. But, you know, sometimes you're actually forced to make those kind of plays. But I think you at least need to coordinate it a little bit with your team in a sense. Guys, I'm going to buy back when they start diving. I'm going to buy back. You need to follow me up. That needs to be the case. And then Manic goes back to the base and he jumps on your on your TP. The thing is, in those scenarios, you know, Rob, and when Dota is being played, there's just so much screaming. There's like, I'm buying back, I'm TPing in. There is no time for discussion. This is why you play scrims. This is why you need to become a really good team so that you understand each other, what everyone is going to do. So NoSorry, sure, they lose, but it is somewhat of a learning experience. With next time where Dreams does this, he won't need to speak. Everyone will know, okay, this guy is going to TP and die if we don't help him. Or that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is next time Dream doesn't buy back. He's like, I don't believe that they're going to follow me through. So that is why you have talks after this one. That is why you have analysis. Hopefully they're gonna make it work with both teams, playing their lineups really well. I'm impressed with both of these teams. I've been impressed in the past week, and this is just another showing that they're really good at this game. cybercats just slightly better draft, and that is what kind of tilted the favors in their direction.
Yeah, and you can see as well, just taking a look at the player net worth chart, it goes, the Medusa was so far ahead, and then the two big dips just allows the Slark to catch up there as well, even the Ember Spirit at the end. And like you say, that once you went down, that's 31k down, or at a peak 34k, that was just going down the drain. But that is going to be it, guys, for game number 1. We're going to take a quick 10-15 minute break and be back with the second game of NoSorry versus cybercats right after this. Stick around, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the same quality as that last match. You know, a good back and forth before we see who's going to take game number 2. So again, in about 10-15 minutes, we'll be back. See you then.